Hi, I'm Ambry and this is Ambry's Corner. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new viewer, watcher, subscriber, welcome. If you're returning viewer, watcher, subscriber, welcome back. Hi guys, back today with another video for you guys. Today's video is a journey walkthrough. So wow, excuse me, allergies. I'm sorry. So if you seen my my planner walkthrough, then you heard me mention my journal. You probably even seen it, my journal in the planner walkthrough. So my journal is a part of the planner that I had bought last year. I just made it out of like the notes section of my planner, and I kept it updated all the way up until I started my current job, and everything happened after that. So then I just didn't update it no more. So yeah, so that's what this video is about. I'm gonna walk you through that and a few of the passages in it, and just tell you about, you know, where I was feeling in those moments. Okay, alright, so if you like this video, stick around, let's get into this. So I got the planner like maybe a week after I had quit my job, and my head space was like, okay, well, I just need something to focus on until I figure out what exactly I'm gonna do. I had so many things I had to do, and I had so many things I had to do and prepare before I start looking for my job. I had to get my resume done, and I had obviously content to film, and so I just need to I need the plan to organize my life and get things figured out. And I just remember that anytime I set goals and I work towards goals, I feel I achieve more when I have a roadmap or just exactly what I'm trying to do and figure out. And so that was the real reason behind this planning. But after a couple months of having it, I found that I rather like the way I do things. It may not be organized to everybody else, but it's organized to me. I use my phone notes, I use my iPad notes, I have a whiteboard, I have sticky notes everywhere. So you know that works for me. That's my method. That's how I get things done. That's how I remember to do things. And it may be a messy way of doing things, but it's just how I work through things and get things done. And a lot of things I have jot down mentally. You know what I mean? Things that I just know to do without having to think about. It's like a natural movement for me. So yeah, like anyway, so when I first started the journal in the what you call, let me just say that I had been thinking about getting a planner before I even quitted my job, precisely to help me with YouTube, to help me get a manage on editing, filming, how I wanted to do things, look at, you know, what I could make better on my channel. You know, that was always the case with that. So that was always the plan. I just didn't fully act on it until like a week after I had quit my job. So the first photo you see right there is the day I quit my job. And that day, I just read what was going through my mind. The day I quit my job, it was like a dream. I had been there for a year and they would just let me leave. But the way they had me thinking about myself, I just knew there had to be better for me and for my mind. So my mindset was off at that job. I ain't gonna even lie to you, my mindset was way off. I felt I didn't feel the most confident at that job. Not because of anybody, not because of anything, just because like I felt like I was having trouble grasping the job. Or maybe the job didn't work out because I just wasn't supposed to be there as long as I was. And I think it was just a time for a change, because like they was dragging their feet on the hiring process, and there was always reasons about why they weren't hiring exactly, and there was never any actual answers that made sense to anyone. So I think it was just time to move on, and I needed things that I didn't have that job could provide for me if I was hired on. And it was just a lot of things that I needed that job wasn't providing necessarily. So it was time to make that change. So then the next day, I talk about talking to God. Then the next day, I go out. I go out, spend time with friends. Just relax. I film a lot, cook. I did a lot of things. So this is like the 5th day after, and this day I had just filmed day 5 after quitting my job. Well, I heard back from of the plants I had put in for. They said no, I can't say I'm surprised because I'm not. I knew that place was known to be hard to get into. I just resent my application. If I'm denied again, I'll just keep sending it. I can't give up. I won't. I know what my dream is, but until that happens, I'm willing to work. I pray for a reason, and if I have learned anything about myself, is that I'm not a quitter. So I'm going to keep pushing. I know all this not for nothing. Just something felt different about this time. Something generally did feel different about this time. So if you look at my journal, I have just like a couple of things. I have the little camera for filming. I write little quotes. Faith without works is dead. All my pictures are Snapchat pictures, and I would count the days that it had been since I quit. That's my best friend's son. Precious to me. Precious cargo. So on this particular page, you can see I have a couple pink sticky notes attached. I'll just read those to you. The first one at the top says, the road ahead may be dark, but there is light. Just keep pushing. It won't be dark forever. Next one, it says, my dreams are so close, I just have to reach for it. Yeah. And so yeah, I just feel like sometimes when I'm really working at something, God will reward me with what I'm working for, without me even having to say it anymore. You know what I mean? I pray for it, I ask for it, I write it down, I envision it, I dream about it, and then somehow I end up with it. I don't understand how that process works. I guess I just pray it and work, but whatever. The next one is these right here. So I didn't tell y'all about this when it happened, but I think it was like right before I had gotten my job. Now I kept seeing these set of numbers. I kept seeing them in like different I kept seeing them written. I kept seeing the same number written like different ways. So it was 10:53. And every time I seen it, the 3 was at the end, but the 1, the 0, and the 5 will always switch places. So today is day 6. Sorry, no picture today of me. But do you see these numbers right here? I have seen them 3 times in the last week. One when I was filling out an application, then in a tarot reading, and the 3rd in a C drama. Y'all know I love C dramas. We're not gonna even front. I love the C dramas. In a C drama I have been watching. I don't know what this means at all, but somehow I feel like everything is gonna be okay. I have to let things happen as they're supposed to. Said I had seen those numbers like numerous times during the week, and I just knew something in me was just like, okay, that's confirmation, because I had been praying. I had been, asking God, like, okay, so what's my next move? What I'm supposed to be doing? What I'm supposed to be focused on? He pretty much let me know, just relax. I'm going to put you somewhere for the time being so that it'll sustain you until you go where you need to go, okay? And he did exactly that for me. He put me somewhere to sustain me for the time being, which is when I went back to my old retail job. And then I left there. When I left my right after I had got my retail job, I had been there probably maybe a good week, and I got my job offer from my current job, and I was there another month before I was out. So look, I got like the Believe in Yourself right there in the corner, little bubble bath right there. Then I got another one right there. I'm not gonna read. I'm I'm not going to read to you. But I let you know that I did have a job interview before I went back to my retail job. And I had got the job. Something was just telling me, nah, not this one. I should just go back to where I was. And I think mainly that was my mom was actually telling me, yeah, just go back to your other job. You left on good terms. I'm sure they'll let you come back if you wanted to come back. So yeah, so I'm going to stop that there. I think that's what the most important parts of my journal. I feel like, although I'm not writing this journal before, sometimes I feel like I should start back writing in a journal, because sometimes I feel like my emotions are best processed when I write them down, even though I'm not that good at it. Maybe one day soon, after I get my MacBook and I'm not using this for any other thing, because I think I have a couple ideas about what I'm going to do with this, my iPad. When I do get my MacBook, it won't be for editing anymore, but you know, I mean, it'll be useful in other ways, like making banners and intros for my channel, and just like, you know, working on like little things here and there for my channel, for my platform, for my my Instagram and stuff like that, and maybe even my Twitter. So I know to be good for that, but maybe even some other things, you know, interesting later. So yeah. So that is it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think, what you want to hear, and I will do my very best to make it happen for you. And I will see you next one. Bye.